Hello, so how old are
17.
your children?
18, 13, and 7.
Okay, all by the same man?
No.
No. How many men?
So this may sound crazy. It's 3, but I've been engaged twice. So, yeah.
So you never got married to any of them?
No.
Why not?
Well, I know people are gonna be like, oh, something must be wrong with her, but no.
All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No book of, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Jew with us.
What it do, what it do, it's your boy Jew, and we out here overreacting for you. More content, more clips. Make sure you like and subscribe to that. You heard?
And listen, we don't got no Ace. I know we on. There's a lot of videos without Ace right now. I know y'all probably like, what happened to Ace? Ace, he using his PTO, man. I don't know how he got approved for more PTO. We ain't even got the PTO. I don't even know how he got it. Listen, man. Make sure y'all hit Ace up in the DM. Tell him to pull back up. We got some special guests in the building. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
Hey guys, my name is Millie and my Instagram is @_MILLIANO.
Hello, I'm Erica. My Instagram is Miss America. That's MISS_AMERICA.
Listen, this next video was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers, and it deals with Kendra G. I know she do her dating live singles thing with women. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen clip. Well, not y'all for some reason. Right? So we're gonna play the video. We're gonna come back and give our thoughts to it.
So Ashley, Miami, how old are you, boo?
I am 35.
35. What you do for a living?
I'm an entrepreneur. I work as a full-time creative director and hairstylist. So,
Okay. Ashley, you have any kids?
yes, I do. I do have kids. Yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 3, one that's in college right
Wait,
now.
how old are you? 35?
I'm 35,
You have a
yes.
baby in college?
I have a baby in college, yes. Yes.
You had your first child young.
17.
Oh, okay. Hello, so how old are
17.
your children?
18, 13, and 7.
Okay. All by the same man?
No.
No. How many men?
So this may sound crazy. It's 3, but I've been engaged twice. So, yeah.
So you never got married to any of them?
No.
Why not?
Well, I know people are gonna be like, oh, something must be wrong with her, but no. Um, I was all for the marriage, and I was very submissive. It's just I felt like I wasn't getting a husband type of man. See y'all comments, and I'm just like, listen, chill. I take accountability for myself as a woman. Yes, and I do realize that there are 3 men that we're talking about I had children with. Nobody's perfect. My kids are 5 years apart. They're all 5. So these are not like, oh, I just got with somebody and then had a baby, and you know what I mean? And I didn't propose to anyone. They proposed to me. I actually had 4 proposals, but 2 were the guys that I was with.
So
So
you had 4 proposals by 4 different men?
yes.
And none of those 4 men. Okay, so 4 different men proposed to you.
Yes.
2 of them you have kids with.
Yes.
So why didn't you marry any of the 4 men that proposed to you?
I was going to, but it got a little crazy.
Is marriage still important to you?
Of course, very much so. Yes.
Okay.
I do want a man that believes in God. I am a woman that believes in God. Definitely, I want a good looking man. I like a tall man because I am about 5'10" myself. So I do like taller men, 6 feet and up. He doesn't have to be like GQ fine, but I would like him to be very good looking.
Let's do that Kendra Cam. I got you, girl.
Yeah.
Let's do that
Oh,
Kendra
Kendra
Cam.
Crown. Oh, Kendra Crown. Hold on. Because I am tall.
Damn, I wanted to see
I want to
because
see
I was
what she looked like too.
Yeah, ladies, what's your thoughts?
Okay, so that was a lot. Surprise.
It was.
It was. So I'm gonna just say what comes to mind. Well, the first thing is no judgment on the 3 baby daddies. However, where she lost me was when she was asked why didn't she marry them, and then she said, well, I didn't see husband. You didn't see that before you had the kids? So that was my...
You read my mind.
Like, how did you not? So yeah, that's where she lost me. I mean, and I always say, like, for me personally, the first baby daddy don't count. Sorry, first baby daddy don't count. Second, it's like, all right, like you should want more. You should want to have children by somebody you see yourself marrying. So how are you saying I didn't see it? So that's where she lost me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she started to get a little bit too. I mean, of course you can have your preference, but she started to get a little too picky at the end.
She kind of lost me when she said her kids are 5 years apart. So, I mean, what was the situation? Like, were you cheating, or the minute that you dropped one, you went to the next? Because just because they're 5 years apart doesn't mean that you knew the next man within those 5 years. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
good point.
they're 5 years apart. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that. And I don't think she's being honest about 4 men proposing, and none of them are your husband. Like, everybody just wants to marry you, girl.
First she said two.
Yeah.
At first she said two.
Yeah.
Now with the 4, like, you know, I think women like to say, some women like to say that because, again, we talk about on this show, when you ask women, why did your last relationship fail? 9 times out of 10, a woman will say a man cheated, even if he didn't cheat, because it takes away accountability on their end as to why that relationship. You could have been, at fault for the ride of the relationship, but when you say he cheated, I now have to automatically look everything that you did because now I have to investigate him. Then he cheated. Right. I was perfect. I never did anything wrong. And I think a lot of women are very disingenuous about that. They don't want to think the spotlight being pointed at them. Like, we had women on the show talk about how they were toxic and their tongue and, craziness. Make sure y'all join the Patreon to watch that episode. Like, you know what I mean? But so I think this is one of them situations when you say a man proposed to me, it sounds like, okay, I was the perfect ideal woman. That's why all these men, I did nothing wrong. All these men wanted to propose to me because I was the perfect woman. And now you're trying to paint a certain narrative in other men's mind. Like, damn, she was that great of a woman that 4 different men proposed to her. Let me see what she about. Like, you know what I mean? So, Drew, what's your thoughts?
When other women hear that, it's like, oh, dang, a lot of men have been shooting a shot. But when men hear that, it's the complete opposite. It's like, damn, all the motherfuckers proposed and nobody wanted to marry your ass. Right. Yeah. It's a reason why they ran the other way. That's when guys hear it, they're like, God damn, that many motherfuckers ran away. What the fuck am I here for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a red flag. It's like an alerting sound. Like,
but she's painting it as they didn't run away. She didn't choose them.
Yeah, of course. She can say all she wants, but as a man, that's how I'm. Everything else, I'm not hearing. 4 niggas left me. Is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
I do think that we should have standards and we should want something, but I think sometimes our expectation and standards are too high. You know what I mean? Like, we hear what everybody else want and don't even know what we want nowadays, to the point where we're just picking what everybody I'm pretty sure a woman would prefer a taller dude or whatever the case may be, but the thing to say you're 5'2" and then you want a man, he has to be 6 feet.
Right.
When, chances are it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm not 6 feet. I'm hating on the 6 feet motherfuckers myself. You feel me? I gotta wear my Timbs. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think men and women are having these expectations in partners that just is unrealistic for both. You know what I mean? There's dudes that have 4 baby moms and be like, yo, I don't want no woman with no kids. You be like, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So we all are expecting something that just may not be possible for us. I think we should accept what you could look for it, but to make that the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so, is not the fucking shit we should be doing out here. Like,
there's no way that women can look back and be like, damn, a man should want me. Like I'm trying to think of what she said. And if I am a man that meets her qualifications, why would I choose her? Like, I'm like, most women want the man that's 6 feet and above. If most women want him, why am I choosing a mother of 3 kids? Like, there's no
Not
way.
Too much on the mother.
Right.
I said mother with 3 kids. You got 3 kids?
I do.
I got 5.
You got 5 kids?
No.
Oh shit! Damn. Like, but no. Again, it's like, why do you think? What about you is so special that man is going to want to choose you out of every woman that wants? This is not like a general. Like, he just got to be a man. Like, no, you want a specific caliber of man. Yeah. And statistically speaking, only 13% of men regardless of ethnicity in America, is over 6 feet. Or now you're talking about 6'3". Now the percentage is even smaller. Now you're talking about black men. Now that percentage is even extra smaller. So you saying that he should choose why? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you really have to ask. Now, if you have a solid or good enough reason why you can separate yourself from the other millions of women out there that want that same man, then it's valid. But if you can't really, outside of I am the table, like, that's not going to cut it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like any man who's expecting to burn these burgers, why he's burning these burgers? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or other Bria Miles or whoever. Insert any Instagram model, whatever the case is. Nia Long, you know what I mean? Chloe Bailey, whatever the case is.
She want me though. All right.
Right. So any woman, what makes you different from all of the men that she has access to that she's supposed to get with you? Like, you don't even got nothing going for yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So again, we have to be realistic with your dating standards, men and women. I'm not saying that you can't want that, but you have to be realistic. You have to look in the mirror and be like, damn, am I really somebody that person should pick in a crowd? We see all the pop the balloon videos, you know what I mean? And as soon as you could be a certain height, you know what I mean? They pop. You can have X amount of kids, pop. Like, you know what I'm saying? So people have their preferences, and you don't make everybody's cut at the end of the day. Like, you know?
I do think it's a little different. And ladies, you gotta let me know if I'm wrong, because I feel like women might have that standard for a man, but y'all still dabbling with a street dude or whatever the case may be, if he's that it dude for y'all or around the way known, where a guy a guy of a certain status would just be looking at that woman like she has to prove herself to me. But I don't think women of value would mind a thug or a street hood booger, whatever whatever it is at the time. Do y'all have that same thing, or does he have to have his head on straight?
I don't mind a little bit of both. Like, you could be a street dude, or I'm not going for a thug.
Yeah.
Two things can be true, I feel like.
In imaginary world. What about you? You think, are women more attracted to the street dude or the dude of standard, or the hardworking 9-to-5 dude, or whatever? However,
it depends on the woman, right? I just feel like at this day and big age, that's not what I'm going for. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not even what I'm attracted to anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like my next relationship he's going to be a total square. He's probably going to be an Asian in Soho. Like, I'm over that aesthetic, like the street. No.
Hold on.
Okay.
I do got to address this.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this previously.
Yep.
I think it is very... It's kind of fucked up. I'm not going to lie to you. That the men that have worked hard in society is now being told that we have to settle for the woman that has went through the trauma. I'm not saying you.
Yeah.
A lot of women have gone through the trauma, have gone through the baggage, and now society is telling the men that hasn't contributed to that trauma or in any shape of the squares or the men that's hard working. Now we have to step up to the plate. And we have to now manage and tolerate your trauma that you have built up with the poor choices you made in men, the baggage that comes along with that. And I think that's extremely unfair to the men, or quote unquote the squares, that hasn't done anything to contribute towards that. And now we have to be told to settle for, I'm not saying you specifically. I'm just saying I hear this often. And I just think it's extremely unfair to those men that have worked hard and have done the right things in life to be able to put themselves in a position to even take care of a woman and a family. And now we're being told, like, you have to step up to the plate. Like, yeah, she got baggage, but you got to come in and fix her baggage for her. And then also step up to the plate, take care of her kids, because the man she chose, that, like, I just think is fucked up, man.
So I hear you, but I disagree in a sense, because there are women who can come 150% healed. Like, you wouldn't even know her story unless she expressed that. And then as far as the baggage, I don't consider kids to be baggage, but okay, they're not going to be his, right? But what if the father is totally active? So, that's not something that you have to carry on. You'll be that person because you're the person that's with their mother, right? But, she can come completely healed, you know?
I think that's the part where I think how men handle stuff and how women handle stuff, and think it, when you speak to most dudes that don't have kids that start dating a woman with kids, they don't want the father to be involved because it brings in more cloudy judgment where he doesn't have a position in that house as the male role. I don't gotta listen to you. You're not my father. And a woman will tell that man he doesn't have the access to say whatever to her kids as well. So you have to be in a standard where you have to understand that that woman loves herself and her kids, and then you. And you just got to put all of yourself into her. Mm-hmm. So it's 3 people before you get to you. But it's only, you know what I'm saying? She has to give herself to, and she has to have the same, not love, but respect for the children's father. Because he's a part of that relation. No matter what, a woman that has a kid, she would still have to deal with that man. And the man that deals with her would have to deal with that as well. As much as you guys may think it doesn't, it's always an issue. Because that father doesn't want him telling my kid what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it is.
I mean, but are we dealing with boys or are we dealing with men? Because a real man, whether it being the father or the boyfriend, is going to know, like, okay, like, this is who your mother's with. So I don't feel like a man is going to mislead their child. Like, you know, I'm your dad. Don't respect him. Don't listen to anything that he says. Definitely there's boundaries. You know what I mean? But you should be able to have that.
Even when you look at this scenario flip, right? Women argue with women all the time when is another baby mother, when a man got a new girl, they ready to fight. Let's not even go.
You guys don't know any extended families like that people just get along and it's healthy and everybody co-parents?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I stayed home. All my kids come from one woman. I don't ever want two baby moms. I would jump off a building. I don't know. Because I just could only imagine how hard it would be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I've seen and I've been around like both sides.
Right.
So I feel like it just really depends on the situation. And it also depends on if the baby mother or the baby father is no longer bitter. I feel like that has a lot to do with it. Or because sometimes when they're bitter, they'll allow their partner to do things that's just off the wall or cross certain boundaries. So I feel like it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Scary.
But for the most part, I feel like I know a lot of healthy stepfather, stepmother situations. Yeah.
I think it's an age gap thing. I think the younger generation is just a little too different, where obviously a little violent, you know what I'm saying? But I always hear men speak on how they rather the father be not in their life or in jail or whatever the case may be, to feel like they can create, because men have a lot to lose when they get in these houses with women with children, because at the end of the day, when they break up, now that bond and that love that they gain with that kid is just all gone with that relationship. And that's
or is
unfair.
it? Because what's the word I'm looking for?
Differentiate.
Yes, the man and the boy. Because if you were my man for 7 years and you've been in this household since my son was 3, right? And now he's 10. So because we're done, you're done. You know what I mean? No, he's not your kid, but like, how does that work?
But that he doesn't make that decision. The mothers are fighting men from being actual fathers. You think they ain't gonna stop a motherfucking stepfather from being a father? Get the fuck out.
That
Don't
should sound
talk to
like,
my kid.
and this is how some fathers get caught into that paying child support, like, you know, because that's how the judge sees it. That you was in this child's life from 3 to now. I got to pay. I possibly might have to pay. You know, if you're married.
No, that's the
thing. If
I
they're
didn't know
married,
that.
yeah, that's the thing. That's
spousal support, but not for the child.
They have to pay child support for kids that's not even there.
I gotta
No
look that
way.
up.
Yeah, me too. I've never heard that.
There's
don't
scenarios where it's
Really?
like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
If they've been in their life for a certain amount of years.
Yeah, for a certain amount of years. Yeah.
I don't.
Some
Telling
kids
you.
even take on the stepfather's
Last
name
name,
and everything like that. So
then that's different. That might be a little different.
You're their child. You raised them. They know you as father. You know what I'm saying? So it happens.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm telling you, there's a lot of cases, man, where it's like that.
Well, to your point, there should be less men that are available to these women that you think are so trauma filled, and you know what I mean? Because you're like, why do they have to step up to the plate? Well, they should be happily married somewhere.
And to add to that, going back to the square thing, not all squares are saints. I've come across many squares who are not saints. I mean, of course, they got their shit together, you know, maybe no kids or whatever, but they're not saints. So
I don't believe they saints.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not saints, but again, when you have men that have done the work the healing and the necessary.
They got ignored their whole life by women.
They got to know because some women have prioritized a certain stereotype of men. We just talked about on the previous episode, a certain stereotype of men that they go after, and then they go through all this trauma and then all this baggage, and then they might come through with 3, 4, 5 kids, and now society is telling you got to step up, and then they'll shame you. And this a real man. How many times we hear a real man would take care of me and my kids and all that? Like, bro, motherfuckers is tired. I'll be honest with you, niggas is tired. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just again. I feel like I'm talking about myself right now. God damn. I might be talking about myself. I don't even know. But anyway, man. Yeah. So we'll get into it. Make sure y'all join the Patreon, man. Cause I'm pretty sure we have more conversations over there about this. Let us know y'all thoughts in the comments. If y'all agree or disagree, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. We drop new content on here every single day. Join the Patreon. We got the episode with the ladies coming out, and cop the merch, man. Dailyrapupcrew.
Oh, get that. You heard?
I got our man's. I can't even say what I wanted to say because it sounds crazy. Like, why is
He on your back?
I don't know why he's directly right here, but like, you know what I mean. Make sure y'all get the merch.
Like black men on your back.
I don't know what he's talking about, man. We see you guys on the next one, man.